are on a quest to make their wildest dreams come true.
We're on our way to meet the Wizard of Oz, and he's gonna make me a superstar singer.
He's gonna give me a brains and probably give me lots of money.
With never-before-seen footage, Oz was never like this.
If she finds out you have the super shoes, she'll hunt you down and pry him off your cold dead carcass.
Welcome to The Good, the Bad, and the Sequel. This is the movie podcast where we're talking sequels, and we do it in two parts. The first, an interview with an actor or someone involved that made the film worth watching, and the second, a discussion of the sequel, what they got right, what they got wrong, and how it could have been better. Really hope you enjoyed last week's interview, which was a first-timer for us. A costume designer, Katie Irish, talked about her journey from Memphis to Broadway to working on hit shows like The Americans. And early on, she had the opportunity to work at the Muppet Castle in New York. And that's for Muppets Wizard of Oz. So if you haven't heard that interview, it's very interesting to hear about so much that goes in. It's not even just sewing a shirt. It's not any of that. It's like, okay, we have to make sure we can find all this fabrics, and really cool story about how she can tell watching a show when a stunt scene was coming because they put in like the backup clothes just in case they get ripped. So it's a really, really cool experience. She was cool. So yeah. So without further ado, here we go. Jamie, our first Muppet sequel. We've been dodging this for a while, but I'm not going to say anything about. I saw something in this movie I never thought I'd see.
I heard some things in this movie that I didn't think I was going to see. So,
but I'm not going to say anything more until I introduce you to my partner in this sequel watching journey, Jamie Riccardi. Jamie, how are you?
I'm doing good, Doug. I'll tell you. I mean, I'm a huge Muppet fan. I never saw this, so I don't know if you saw it before.
Neither.
Okay, so I have to say, first of all, I don't know if I spelled the name right, but Rowlf. Do you know who Rowlf is?
Yeah, Rowlf the dog. He's like the original.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
He wasn't in the movie.
I know, very sad.
And to me, like, you have a dog in Wizard of Oz. Why do you not use him as Toto? So I'm surprised that Rowlf, because everybody else was in the movie. I mean, even Sweetums made an appearance, which I was getting nervous about, right? But my one of my questions is that this movie is more like The Wiz. You ever see The Wiz with Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Okay. This is more aligned with The Wiz. It has a lot of similar aspects to The Wiz than it does with Wizard of Oz. It's more. It's closer to The Wiz than The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, no, yeah. I don't remember The Wiz that much, but I know they did, which it was good that they did leave things out of this movie because I was like, oh, are we going to get the song here? And then there was nothing. I'm like, okay, that's actually kind of good.
Yeah, no, I agreed. But okay, so, you know, it got bad reviews, this movie. But
Really?
I'll tell you, it did. I did laugh at a few scenes, and to me, you take away the human actors in this movie, I can watch it, you know, all day long. I think the Muppets I have a new favorite Muppet, by the way. I think Pepe's hysterical.
Oh, dude. Yeah. You know, this is the big film. This is the movie. This is the first Disney produced one. So that's why Disney put this on. This is like an ABC movie. This is like maybe like a Saturday night movie, and then they just ran it on Disney. But like this was their first one, and this is the one that Rizzo gets the back seat now. You think about all those movies, Rizzo has a lot of lines, and this he's not even. I know there's some. My daughter was watching, and she was paying attention to the background. There was like Rizzo written somewhere.
Yep.
But it was like this is Pepe's coming out party.
It is, because Rizzo usually is the wise guy, but Pepe, you know, nonstop. And he has some lines in here I'm very surprised at, you know, that he says in this movie.
How do they get some of these in?
Oh, for a kid's movie, I'm surprised they got a couple things in here. But the one of the biggest questions I have is I know Frank. I guess was Frank Oz, or was it him? Or no, not Frank Oz. I guess it was Henson. He probably wasn't around for this, but Fozzie Bear sounded awfully like Miss Piggy in this movie. Like he didn't have the Fozzie Bear sound. So I wonder if Jim Henson was Fozzie Bear's voice, and since he wasn't around for this, they tried to. I don't know if you. I'm telling you, if you watch, like, especially when they first meet him, it literally sounds like Miss Piggy.
Let's see if they're the same voice actor. They might be.
I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm going to say in this movie, Miss Piggy and Fozzie the same voice.
Fozzie the
100%.
same voice. Eric Jacobson is the voice. Oh, and he is the voice of Miss Piggy. Both.
See?
So that's where you're.
So I'm telling you, he sounds like Miss Piggy. They're literally, it's almost like he forgot, and he just started talking like Miss Piggy in the scene because that's what it sounded like. So
I love that it has to differentiate. It says Miss Piggy, Fozzie Bear, and Fozzie Bear as the Cowardly Lion, and Piggy as the Wicked Witch of the West. Oh, really? I thought it was a different. I thought they had a different Piggy voice for that. Oh, dude! But this movie, it's really crazy because when this movie starts, and I looked at a few things with the credits, and I'm like, Quentin Tarantino. So at first, I thought this movie was just going to be a straight Wizard of Oz. I thought it was just going to be like, we don't even get the dream sequence in a way, like of Ashanti, which I think did a pretty good job. She beat out like a bunch of other pop stars. She beat out Brandy and Hilary Duff for this part because they felt she was like the better singer. Which she is a good singer. We'll talk about how she gets sort of insulted at the end of the movie, if you remember.
No, of course. But okay, so I don't think Hilary Duff would have been, like I said, this is very close to The Wiz, right? So The Wiz was an all-black cast. This is basically an all-black cast except for Tarantino. Well, actually, and a weird surprise guest later on.
Dude, weird.
Weird. but like say like the Flying Monkeys, right? On motorcycles. They were actually on motorcycles in The Wiz. Right. So like they're, when they're tearing them apart, they're torturing them later on. That happens in The Wiz. So there's a lot of like the way it came, like it come from like a city. I think The Wiz started off in Harlem and then it went so it's a very, like I said, it's very, I think it's way closer to The Wiz than it is to The Wizard of Oz. So, which again,
I was trying to think, I didn't think of those ties because I don't remember it. I was just thinking like, okay, we're trying something different. So we'll get into the movie. Just a few things. I guess I knew why they chose Kermit as having no brain, but I would think that's more Gonzo. But I guess you need Kermit in the movie more because obviously. But I was like, man, to me that doesn't fit. Fozzie, perfect casting. There's a lot of perfect casting, like Sam the Eagle as the doorman. Let me tell you
something. To me, Sam the Eagle is one of the funniest in everything he does because he's only in there for 5 minutes. Like every movie he's in there, just a split. But he's so like annoying, like the way he is, and it's perfect. But since you already mentioned that Kermit is Scarecrow, I have a gripe because she meets Kermit before she goes away. And she doesn't recognize Kermit as the Scarecrow later on?
Well, I think maybe she just thinks, oh, it's a frog Scarecrow. We talk about this. So in that world, those are animals that talk. And everybody's fine with the animals talking.
Correct.
And Queen Latifah, like, dude, you know who I love? And I think he's
David Alan Grier?
Yes, everything, dude.
He's the best.
Just think about, like, if you think about, obviously, like in Living Color, how Larry sees in that, Blank Man, many other roles, but I would say
Jumanji.
Dude, that's what I mean. That is like the role, very heartfelt. Like there's so much humanism in the movie,
but he's just so hammy. Like he just like he doesn't have to say a lot of just the way his expression. No, he's great. He's great. But I think he gets insulted because later on when and maybe I missed it when they asked like, why do you want to go back home? He said, I miss my aunt. He didn't say anything about her uncle. Okay. Okay.
Not the blood uncle, maybe.
Here's the $1 million question.
Okay.
Where's her parents?
Oh, I have no idea. But that's the story in the other one.
No. But that's like, I never thought about it, even with The Wizard of Oz. Do they ever mention her parents?
No.
Oh, right. That's not important, right? So we just talk about,
They just think that she's alone. But at least in the other one, she wakes up. We're going to go all over the place. But in the other one, just thinking about Wizard of Oz, she wakes up in her bed. None of that obviously happened.
Correct.
In this movie,
this really happened.
It really happens. She appears in the road, and what happened? Her aunt and uncle, they were just getting the diner ready, and we found out she's missing for 2 days because the aunt says, "Oh, Kermit's been waiting here for 2 days."
Which, and then that's why, because it was like, at least in The Wizard of Oz, her family resembled the people that she met, and you were there. Here, she was up the whole time. Like, she wasn't like dreaming. Like, this is real. And you're seeing, clearly they mentioned the Muppets in the beginning of the movie. So she knows every single Muppet. She came across every single Muppet in this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, even the Dr. Teeth and all them. Like, so the fact that like she didn't recognize, like she didn't say like, "Hey, you guys are the Muppets." Like, I mean, like, why would she not realize that? Because even okay, fine. You want to say it's a frog and as a scarecrow, fine. Dr. Teeth's band is playing live. Like what?
At the club, at the Poppy.
Oh my gosh. I mean, so, but I just, it was just like, yeah, okay. And I got to tell you, there's, when we get there, but there's I guess a Critters kind of thing that I have a question about, with Pepe.
Okay. Cool.
Okay,
we'll get to it. So we kind of mentioned at the beginning of the movie, like it opens the title card. You get the book. You see the Muppets Wizard of Oz, and we have Ashanti singing, and then she is getting. She wants to go to an audition. Her aunt's kind of like, "Oh well, no. What are you gonna do?"
So what is she auditioning for? I know she's auditioning for the Muppets,
it's
but like
Muppets Wizard of Oz, the play.
Oh, okay. See, I missed. I thought she was just auditioning to be with the Muppets. Like I didn't know. I forgot. I missed that part. Okay. Wait,
so that whole
wait
thing,
a second. Wait. So she's auditioning for the Muppets Wizard of Oz, and she gets transported to the Wizard of Oz. Why should she be surprised that she sees a cowardly lion, or a scarecrow, and the Tin Man or Robot Man? Like why? Like it's the same characters that she's auditioning for.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, and so she doesn't see, like, she not once did she say, "Wow, this is weird. I'm auditioning for the same role that I just went into the world." Like, didn't miss a beat.
Is that how you dream? Like, if something's in your dream, it's not like, it's like, oh my God, this is, this thing's happening right now. It's like, oh, I know why you're here. It's like,
but she wasn't dreaming. That's the thing. She wasn't dreaming. So, like, she was transported.
Oh yeah,
to
she
the
wasn't.
place,
Yeah, which is really
right.
wild. Yeah,
Which makes it even worse because she's again, I missed that she was auditioning for Wizard of Oz, but now that makes it even worse because she's auditioning for the movie to the place where she transported to with the characters that she's auditioning to be. So wait, so she became Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz, and she's auditioning for the same role in real life, like in the place that she.
I don't know how else they get there, and yeah.
Well, how a dream, like they. I mean, don't make it real. Like that's okay.
Oh my God. It's a trailer park. Trailer flying out of Kansas. So then she's going for the audition. She gets there late. So she heads back, and David Allen Greer again, even like this line, I could see like maybe him riffing it when he's like, "Hey, you ever seen an African avocado? It's orange and it's filled with peanut butter."
Well, how about the fact that Queen Latifah wouldn't let her go to the audition? She had to work at a diner. Which,
weird.
By the way, the
diner's
diner's
no one in there.
I was gonna say it's in the middle of nowhere. Like, so she couldn't leave early to go to like. Wouldn't you think she'd be like, "Listen, I want you to follow your dreams and get out of this town. There's nothing going on in this town. You're never gonna." Because she even describes the town later on as flat, nothing to do. And I think Pepe goes, "Why do you want to go back?" Or someone says, "Why do you want to go back?" So you would think like Queen Latifah would be happy for her to like get out of the town. No, she's keep making her work at a place where no one's at. Like they couldn't handle it themselves.
Yeah, that's true. Why couldn't? Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah, not cool. And then, but one of my favorite parts of this movie, and it seems like, I know like Brian Henson was in charge from like when his dad passed, like 93 on, but this one seems like maybe somebody else, or maybe just his look at comedy. Like thinking about like Great Muppet Caper, Muppet Movie, like those two, or Muppets Take Manhattan, like those have, like they're funny, but they don't have like a lot of like boom boom boom. Like there's so many jokes, like a very like Naked Gun-ish. Like how about the guy that told her like, "Oh, the Muppets left," and then he's standing behind her after the Muppets say, "No, we can't. We have to go to the next city," blowing the tumbleweed.
Well, I honestly, I think what you're saying is true because, like, I mean, they're funny parts. I mean, because of cameos in all the other movies. Honestly, I think a big part of it is because of like characters like Pepe. Like he brought, like Gonzo. I think is funny and a lot, and, other ones, and they all have the lines, but like Pepe was like one comedy line after another. Like they really like, and like I feel like he definitely could have fit in with the old Muppets. Like, I mean, I definitely prefer the old movies. I mean, they were classics, but he just, to me, he ran with it. And you have to give the credit whoever the writers are. I mean, I don't know if the Hensons are writers or they have the separate writers, but like, you think about how creative all these movies are. Like, because you're trying to appeal to the adults and the children, right? And a lot of the jokes, obviously, you have to write for both. I mean, clearly, you have a Girls Gone Wild joke in here, which is amazing, because if you're a child, what if the kid says, "Dad, what's Girls Gone Wild?" I mean, like, like that was, to me, talk about like a edgy joke. I mean, there's a lot of problems with Girls Who Got Wild. Like, the guy got in trouble, like all these, like, so to throw that joke in there, but, and it was funny, but like you think, so like to piece to both audiences is not easy to do. And they do an incredible job of it all the time.
Yeah, no, 100%. No, these are just great because they're so quick. Like that ABC show, The Muppets, that one that was like from like 10 years ago, just like very fast paced, so many jokes, like cram it all in. And they do it in this, like even some of the behind that, like when she gets home, it says the sign says manufactured rental community. And then the weather report. Now this makes me think, like, again, is she already like something happened to her? Because if she's living in a real world, that is, the Muppets are real. It's a talking frog, a talking bear, talking pig, everything. The weather report has, we have a right foot green warning. So it's like they're calling out like twister signs, and that's like with the weather in Kansas.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming if you live in Kansas, that's something that's common.
Yes.
But okay, this is where you have to give credit to the Wizard of Oz, because this tornado in this movie is absolutely awful. Like that whole scene is so like it is ridiculous. I mean, you're talking about a movie that was made in 1930 or whatever it was. It was so much better back then.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Isn't that like? I mean, so the whole movie's incredible. In Wizard of Oz, right? I mean, like the technology that they had and how they did everything. So like, I'm just surprised. Like, this was so cheesy, because everything else, like, and when you think about what the Muppets are and how they give them personality, is like, you forget they're puppets. You forget, like, even when, like, which I never realized that Pepe has long legs like that. Like, it was so weird when they carry him around. But it's amazing, like, the personality. Like, you really forget the puppets. Like, the way they look and move their, like, it really is an incredible job that the puppeteers, or is it Muppeteers?
Muppeteers.
Is that what it is?
Maybe that's their cool hip thing. If you work at the Muppets, you call yourself Muppeteers.
Probably. Okay.
Everybody else, puppeteers. But I do love that it's the prawn. Like, it's like so funny. Like, I would love to have been in the room for the pitch of that. Like, we're gonna have this guy, because remember a few years earlier, the one they tried that like jazzy type character. He's in this movie.
I know.
He's the bouncer at the club. I forget his name, but he was the character that they introduced in Muppets in Space. That's like, this is gonna be the next.
I never saw that one either.
Oh, we gotta do that. That's a great one.
I never saw that.
But yeah, so like in this one, I would love to, let's think of it like this very like fast talking prawn that is like hitting on other girls. He is kind of insane, like talking on a cell phone that is like a candy phone, and keep doing it over and over again.
Oh my gosh.
He's just a nut.
He's absolutely crazy. And again, like, it's such an odd creature to say, you know what, we're going to give a lot of character to this thing. Like, it's just, and so it's just very bizarre. And listen, it works because he looks funny. He's like, he's perfect. But like again, that's the creativity. Like you said, like the round table. What are they? You know what? Let's do a giraffe. There's no giraffes in this. Let's do a turtle. Like that. Nothing. Let's do a prawn. Like, that would be like the last thing like a regular person would come up with. Like, I would never, but here's what's kind of weird is when she goes back, we got the tornado coming. She goes back. She goes, I can't, because we have Toto, the prawn. And she's yelling, Toto, Toto. Now, the prawn that she's yelling to is a real prawn that's in a fish tank. That's not going to answer. That's not going to do anything. It's sitting in a fish tank. So why is she yelling for the prawn? That's like,
I wish they zoomed in on it and it was just like, Not moving.
But what was the point of that? And that's what she's going back for. She's risking her life for like a tiny prawn, which, by the way, she rescued at a diner. What diner has live prawn?
Maybe somebody brought it in and left it. They tried to leave it behind. Like, sometimes terrible people leave dogs at dog parks. This one, they were like, yeah, I'll have a grilled cheese to go. Hey, you left your prawn. It's a talking prawn. He really does. He turns into that.
So he's like the frog. He's like the frog that dances.
Hello, my baby. The Mission J Frog.
Yeah.
The WWB.
But it's just so weird that's like she's yelling, Toto, and they show a picture of the prawns. It's like whatever he does in that fish tank. All right.
How about his outfit? I love that he comes up with like a zip-up hoodie.
Oh, no, he didn't. No, it was a teddy bear. So did I
miss that?
Okay, yes. So this is one of my big questions. So he gets there and she screams, which he screams too because he got scared, which was pretty funny when she first meets him. And then he said something like, what's also, and she goes, you got legs or something like that. He goes, yeah, and I'm naked. He says something like that. Like he goes, and the best part is I'm naked. And then she freaks out. She closes her eyes, which I don't know why, because the prawn in her fish tank was also naked. So I don't know why. But then she goes, here, put this on. She grabs the outfit from a teddy bear and gives it to him. So and he goes, he said it's a nice fit. Now here's my question. It was a teddy bear that had the clothes, the jacket, or whatever it was. The prawn has 4 arms. What he was wearing, the clothes were for 4 arms. So tell me how the teddy bear had 4 arms.
It's your normal 4-armed teddy bear.
I mean, because it fit perfectly. So that's my Critters moment. Like the teddy bear fit fine. I can believe that you have a teddy bear the size of the prawn because the prawn wasn't that big, but he had 4 arms covered. Where did that come from? So okay.
Oh my god. Jeez.
Okay. Wait, is the Pink Floyd joke in here? Right here, right? It happened right after he meets the...
Oh, yes.
Oh,
that was pretty wild, too. Like, that is even for older.
Yeah.
That's not even for, I guess sort of my dad.
Well, because it does go with the Wizard of Oz, so that's why they...
Oh, no, I know. Yeah. But it was cool. Like, that's what I mean. I love when there's so many jokes that you could do that, and if it doesn't land, it's fine. It doesn't mean anything. Yeah. It's really just like like a linorama type of thing.
Well, again, that's why it's got to be tricky to coordinate adult humor with children humor, right? Yeah. To mix it together, like it's not easy. Like because if they made this just for kids, you're not going to have half the jokes that they have in the movie, and it's just a kids movie, right, with puppets. But the fact that they had, to me, it's almost more adult jokes than kid jokes. The kids are just happy to see the puppets.
That's what I think it is. That's what they can do. Yeah. Because you're like, oh, this is great. It's like the challenge of making like a sort of adult movie, an adult tone movie, but not like obviously language and content, and then have some stuff for kids, even if it's a little bit.
Yeah.
But so I do, again, it sucks because I love Rizzo and he takes the back seat.
Yep.
He's like big on that ABC show, but in this, he's like, just another rat, but they're all but
he does have a few good scenes though. So
great scenes. No, he's still good, but it's like for him as a character.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I know. I agree.
You're that guy. Yeah.
You know what? He could have been Toto. I mean, easily. And I think if they didn't introduce Pepe, he probably would have been Toto. I still think they missed the mark. I mean, you have a dog on the show. How is that not Toto? I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Ralph's never featured. That'd be weird. It would be cool for us and a lot of people, but maybe some people would be like, Rowlf? Like, really?
Yeah, but he was big in Muppet Babies too.
He was. No, he was big in he was bigger in Muppet Babies than the movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes he's just, you barely see him.
Well, he was in the first Muppet movie, he was at the bar playing at the bar.
Yeah, he was playing the piano. Yeah.
But like, they really had, if you have Sam the Eagle in this movie, I think Rowlf should have been in the movie.
Oh, like he should have been in the movie.
100%.
Playing piano somewhere. He could have been at a piano bar scene. They could have had some kind of scene like that.
Maybe they didn't pay him enough and he didn't want to come back.
The McDonald's snack wrap is back. You brought it back. Ranch snack wrap. Spicy snack wrap. You broke the internet for a snack. Snack wrap is back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
There's got to be You know what? There's got to be a reason.
His voice. I tried and I just missed it. But
Oh.
you know the whole thing. He's like one of the first Muppets.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the one that Jim Henson would do for. It was at a car dealership. I think he would do the commercials for it.
Where did I see that? I heard that. That was his first Muppet.
Yeah. It was a cool. Yeah, he did an interview like on maybe like the Mike Douglas show or whatever, the Bob Douglas, that 60s.
Right.
And yeah, he talked about like him being the first one. But again, there's a lot of pop culture jokes, which a lot of people are like, if you're not from this time, you won't get it. Like American Idol, even though it's still around. This was the For Dummies book, Oz for Dummies.
Yeah.
And, this is okay, great. And I love that the exposition they throw in. It's like not right at this point, but hey, if you ever need us, you just have to sing this song. And it's like, okay, we know this is coming up later.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
absolutely. I'm glad there really wasn't any outside of the first song. Was there, and maybe the last song, but there was no singing in the movie. Like there wasn't which I'm glad. Like because I was afraid going into this, like they're all gonna sing, and I mean, although I think Miss Piggy does sing at one point, which which is absolutely awful. Like hearing her sing
that song was weird, and then the end of it was very
weird. Well, the whole character was weird. Yeah. I mean, it was really a bizarre take on what they were doing with that. But yeah,
and again, they're gonna take a story and make it scarier in a sense. Like in the original one, obviously it was like, hey, if you kill the Wicked Witch of the West, right? That's all it was in the original.
Yeah.
This one, it was like, get her magic eyeball. It's like, whoa.
Well, how about the fact that when they first mention it and they see her, she's still alive under the house.
I know.
So you hear her?
Well, that's the first sister. So that's the story.
No, that's saying, but we met over that. But she's talking under the house, and then it moves again, and then she dies.
No, then she lifts it, and she's like,
she lifts it and it drops.
She's like, I'm going to be putting you in a better place.
Okay, all right. So
here's and then she falls.
Here's another question I have.
Mm-hmm.
So the good witch or the good piggy gives the shoes to Dorothy that belong to the bad sister Piggy.
Yes.
How does the piggy have human-sized feet? I mean, you're talking about a shoe that she complains that it's tight, it's long, it's pointed toes and everything else.
Yeah.
How is a pig's hoof fitting into that shoe? Because it was a big shoe, and that's what she's walking around with. I don't want to see those feet.
She was talking about how uncomfortable it was the whole time. That's like
the whole
at the
time.
end, she's like, I could have been done with this so quick.
So how is the pig's foot fit? I would hate to see the pig's feet then.
Oh,
could you imagine having human-sized feet? But the small body that it was on.
Whenever I think of pigs, I don't even think of the real animal. I just think of the ones from March of the Wooden Soldiers. The three little pigs from that.
Which, by the way, I can watch a whole movie on those three pigs.
Oh my God, dude!
Hey, how about that mouse?
What do you mean? What do you mean the monkey that has a Mickey Mouse costume sewn in it? Dude, that thing's probably just fighting to breathe.
Wait, was that a monkey?
Yes.
That was a monkey?
That was
I don't know what it was.
Inside of a dude, that's Mickey Mouse.
That can't be a monkey because the things that mouse does, there's no way you're training a monkey to do.
Dude, it's a monkey.
No way. We gotta ask
It
Chef
just luckily did those things.
No
even
way.
Think about the people that were in those costumes. That was frightening. Those guys.
It was a scary
one.
Oh, the three little pigs was. But how about the monsters that came out of the ground? I mean, that was.
Yeah.
Boy, there's no way that's a monkey. The monkey's jumping up, looking, doing things.
Monkeys
no way.
Jump. A mouse is not jumping.
Okay,
what do you think it is? Oh, you thought it was a person?
I think so. I think it was I think it was a little person that was zoomed away to make it look like it was no way a monkey.
All right.
Wait, you thought it was like a monkey that left on an uncomfortable masked outfit the whole movie?
No, I think it was sewn into the outfit.
No,
let's take a break and
look it up.
Look at this up real quick.
But anyway, that was one of my biggest questions was how does the shoe fit Dorothy and also fit Piggy? Okay.
Let's see.
So
in March of the
I don't hear
Soldiers.
you. You're cutting in and out.
Come on.
You cut.
Yep.
Okay. I missed that entire thing. It's a monkey?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the behind the scenes
You
of
can
that.
see the monkey suffocating and struggling in the costume.
I want to see the trading and behind the scenes because you watch that movie. I can't. I don't know. There's something fishy about that.
That's a good monkey.
All right.
Well, it's something.
Okay.
There's a lot of monkeying around.
There is.
So I do love that Piggy is pulling. She plays like quadruple duty in this movie, but when she plays double duty, you're like, oh, this is gonna be a nice Piggy. And what does she do? She shoves the rat.
Wait a second. Isn't there like 4 Piggies?
There is. There's north, south, east, and west.
Yeah, no, but in the movie, like she plays 4 roles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
okay.
But yeah, she shoves the rat down. And you're like, oh.
Well, that's
my
why
God.
that's why the rats hate that. That's why the rats hate her.
Yeah. And even a backhand compliment. I gave up that life of being rich and famous to help these vertically challenged munchkins.
Well, doesn't she always have a problem with Rizzo? Like in like a lot of movies and stuff.
They don't like each other.
Well,
Yeah.
I got news for you. I don't think anyone likes Miss Piggy except for Kermit.
And does he even like her? I feel like he just.
Well, he does. He falls in love at the end of this movie.
I know, but he does. But I always think like their relationship is him. Like I couldn't date anyone else because she would kill me.
I think he's a battered husband. I mean, I think she definitely. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he gets beat. I mean, she beats everybody up. I mean, the fact that she's never been arrested is amazing. So
the anger of her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Man. Now, could you imagine this, like in this scenario? Like, obviously, this would be scary as it is, but just think if it's not even like it's just all people, and they're like, "Okay, you killed that guy. You helped us. Now you have to wear shoes." Could you put on a dead guy's shoes?
No way. But and again, perfect fit. Somehow perfect fit.
Always.
And she didn't want and so Piggy makes a comment that in this world, shoes have magical powers. Who else is wearing shoes in this that have like powers in this movie? Because outside of the one pair of shoes, and how come she doesn't ask what powers does the shoes have?
That's true.
So she just puts it on, has no clue what the powers do, and they don't tell her until the end of the movie.
Yeah, they don't really help her out too
if
much.
someone's giving you a pair of shoes, again, off a dead person, the only time you're going to wear it, if they say, oh, it's magical powers. Yeah? What are the powers it does? Oh, you can have money anytime you click your heels. Okay, I'm wearing no shoes.
I'm in.
Like there was no question of what the powers is. Oh, no, she mentions the brand or something like that. That's why she put them on. It wasn't even the magic powers. It was the brand.
Oh, I got to put these on. So now we meet, what's crazy about these movies, there's so much that goes on, but because of like song sequences, it eats up like 15-20 minutes. It's like one of my shortest like notes of
really?
2025. Yeah,
I got 2 pages.
Oh no, I have 3 pages. I know. I have. Yeah, no, I have.
Yeah, but I mean,
notes.
listen, we've done some crap this year that I've literally had half a page. So this is like this is plenty to write about, and which again I was questioning if I would be able to, because it is the Muppets and you have to look at it subjectively. Like it's hard to review a Muppet movie as if you were reviewing a regular human movie. So but because the Muppets are acting like adults in ways, then it makes it easier.
Yeah,
because one of my favorite lines and favorite scenes is coming up soon, which again I don't know how I can't believe they put it in there for a kids movie, but it's amazing.
I think I know what you're going to talk about.
I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
But and the reaction after the scene is just as amazing. So okay.
So we kind of already talked about like Kermit. He's the scarecrow. Not too much with that. The same thing from Wizard of Oz for the most part.
He makes a comment to the Passion of the Christ.
Oh, he does do that. Yeah. You know why?
He goes to
came out this year, the year before.
The same year. Well, and he's also on he's basically
I know
on
that,
a cross.
but I'm saying another topical, like,
it is. But that's not even a funny joke. Like that's and it was funny. Like it's the way he said it is like, oh, you ever hear of see the Passion? And it was like a joke that like they threw out there, but like there was no response.
Yeah,
like it was like a weird placement for the joke, and like it was just really because he was telling the crow. Like, why was he telling the crow? Like, why would the crow care if he saw that movie or not? Like, what?
You know the crows see in movies? Are these crows, or are these special crows like them?
Well, so what do you think in this world? So I think it's the same kind of thing as like Mickey Mouse's world, right? Every animal talks except Pluto.
No, weird.
So in this movie, the crows don't talk. They didn't have any personality. They literally were birds, but everybody else talks.
Yeah.
Like, what are the
rules? Some
rules?
people don't get the right. Some people do not get the right.
You know why? Because they're not in SAG.
They're not sacking it. We're not paying you. You think we're paying you? You stand in that field and pretend to be a bird, damn it. That's what you're getting. So now we have, so they get him. This is the first time when Toto, Pepe, is pretending to be a fake agent. And it's like, oh, that's just a candy phone. And he's like, you excuse me. Like, he almost talks like he's from the Birdcage in a way. Like, Hank Azaria, it's kind of like
he has that kind of voice. He's like a Cheech and Chong though. He's like he's got that like
that's true.
He's just like I mean I or like the cat from Shrek. Like he has that like like Spanish like it just it really fits the way he looks. Like first of all, I got news to you. If I didn't know he was a prawn ahead of time, I would never think I would have no clue what he is.
Yeah,
like what does he look? What does he look like to you? Like I'm trying to like a worm? Like I almost like a worm,
like a fish, like a catfish.
I don't know. Like it's like he looks. It's just a weird kind of such a weird thing. A prawn of all things. A prawn.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay.
So now, so they got Kermit. I did like again. At least they did a little bit difference with Gonzo. Like when they got to Gonzo.
Well, you missed one of Kermit's lines. It was something where. When they were taking him, or he was saying to the crow that was eating him or something, this is the last straw.
That's good.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's good. Now, this is one of the movies this is one of the first sequels I was able to watch like with my family. So I was taking a lot of notes, but I was like enjoying so many of the lines.
Yeah.
So it was like a good, it was a good trade-off for a while because usually the movies have been not great.
And I'm surprised. I'm surprised at how much I enjoyed the movie based on, again, out of all like the Muppet movies, I think this was rated the worst. Right.
Yeah,
so
which is to me crazy.
Which right. I'm saying like I enjoyed it. Like they're because of the line. Like again. I mean, the Dorothy part. I mean, even though it is Wizard of Oz, I mean, it's kind of like to me. I'd rather just watch the Muppets. Like just give me more Muppets and less humans. Like to me, humans like unless like you have a weird cameo, which. We have two weird cameos at the end of the I mean, the choice of the wizard is unbelievable. Like, I just so bizarre. Like, I don't. Yeah. So anyway,
he was sort of hot at that time when you think about.
There were plenty of people that were hot.
I know. Yeah, but he had a good relationship because he was in a lot of them. He worked with them way back. I don't think he was on the Muppet Show, right? Did he ever host that or on it?
I mean,
because he's in all the other movies.
He's
in Muppets in Space, definitely.
Okay. No, listen, he's like a Muppet himself. I mean, he's such a like he really is. I mean, so yeah, I mean, I guess it's but for like a random like even for kids, like this is still a kids movie. Or I mean, we're not even there yet, but it's still a kids movie. I think they could have had someone like the kids are like, who's this guy? Like you know what I mean? Like to me, like it's such an odd choice that I think they could have probably found someone that was more relevant. Yeah, that maybe kids would know. I mean, I don't know who, like, even Pee Wee Herman at the time could have done it or something, because he still had his Pee Wee's Playhouse then, right? Or probably early 90s.
What?
No?
This movie's 2005. What?
Oh, I thought it was the 90s.
This movie's 2005.
Oh,
this is,
all right.
Yeah.
All right. Then never mind. Not Pee Wee Herman.
No, but I know they could have definitely, he's so weird. Like, I enjoy him. So it did, that was enjoyable. But I did like, again, we talked about like not to have the exact same of the movie of the original. Like you said, some of the whiz stuff in here. The computer lab was really funny, but I love always Gonzo and chickens. Oh, it's just like, dude, the fact that it was like, they have to mention that.
It's bizarre. Away. And it's a bizarre relationship. Like, first of all, so is Gonzo an alien? Like, what is he?
Well, that's what Muppets in Space is.
Okay.
He sort of finds people that are like
him.
Yeah.
Okay. So up until that point, no one had a clue. No one questioned what Gonzo was.
No, never. Even the daycare that he was at. He was at a daycare, and they were like, "We'll take you, whatever you are." At least the other one. All right, I know a frog. I know what a pig does. I know
right. That's every character.
Curly nose.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, I mean, well, no, I was going to say Dr. Teeth, but he's just a regular guy, I guess, just a weirdo.
Yeah, I don't think he goes to the Muppet Babies. He doesn't get babysat.
No, he might have been. He had to have been in there.
Maybe.
Oh, Animal was there.
Like a rando episode.
Animal was in there.
Well, Animal's the weird exception too. What was he? He was a dog, right?
I don't know what it got to ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT would probably sell you a dog. I mean, I don't Tasmanian devil maybe or something. I don't know. I don't even think that like the Henson knew some of these, like what he made. He's like, you know what? This looks like a creature. Let's just throw him in there, kind of thing.
This looks cool.
You know? Yeah.
Throw a mop on a table.
Yeah.
Animal. It works.
Yeah.
Diet Red.
A mop on the table.
We're in business.
Yeah, but see, the thing is with the Muppet Show, the old Muppet Show, a mop would have been a character on one of the skits, like an actual puppet. Like, you know, like they were able to make a puppet out of anything that needed to be a puppet. They couldn't do it. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
No, so good. So
So
when
Gonzo.
he finds the Gonzo, and I think I know the line.
Of course you are, 100%. But I mean, okay, so first of all, the fact that like he takes his nose off. Why did he take his nose? Because it was plugged in. That was his charger or something.
Yeah. Oh, the only thing I could focus on was he works for the Wicked Witch. That was like a thing to add in, and she wanted him to be so lonely, so locked
so he didn't think
away.
Well, I think it was like so he didn't think about the chicken.
Yeah, so he could focus. So all
Camilla,
he wanted to do was work.
Was it Camilla? Okay,
Camilla the chicken.
Yeah. So so his love for Camilla all starts from was it the first movie, the second movie? I think it was the second movie.
First movie.
Is it in the first movie? Oh, where did he meet Camilla?
Was Camilla he worked at the plumbing factory in the first movie?
Oh, wait a second. Is that where don't they get in like a car accident with like a bunch of chickens and it flips the car
maybe.
I think it flips over on top of
the plumbing truck is on top of it. Yeah.
Which is amazing. But okay.
Yeah.
So I think the witch said, because robots don't have a heart or something like that, you throw, you don't have to worry about that and work for me. But he goes, let me get my cell phone, and he puts his nose on. Right. So I think so that must have been a charger when it was plugged in, because he had a charge or something. And that's when Pepe said, he goes, that's your cell phone or something like that. He goes, cool. And then he goes, what are these? What do these buttons do? Or something like that.
No, they're my nipples.
They're my nipples. Like, now, you've seen a lot of Muppet stuff. Do you think you ever hear the word nipples?
I don't think I've ever even heard any. The only innuendos in it, for the most part, are like animal being handsy with women.
He is, and chases them. But like, I
don't. Chases them.
I mean, none of the guy. I don't even think any of the guy puppets have nipples, right? Like, if they're if they had a beach scene, they're just like yellow, orange guys. Like, they don't have nipples. The fact that like Gonzo has nipples, first of all, which is weird, and then Pepe's face after he realizes he touched his nipples, like, to me, like, that's almost like maybe a clip we got to show, because that clip is just ridiculous. Yeah. But I laughed so hard in that part, because the fact that he said that, and then he looked like it was almost like the scene from Ace Ventura when he finds out that Einhorn is a girl, is a man. That was Pepe's face.
So good, dude. And now now they go to the next spot. Pepe sits on the log and and I was trying to think of this. If we took any movie, not right now, but if we took any movie that is like an ensemble classic movie, not saying Godfather, but some kind of movie that has all different types of characters, and could you do a Muppet casting perfect as Fozzie? Like, Fozzie is
that was the
100% lion, like
100%,
so good.
Well, you think about it. So Kermit is the brains of the Muppet Show. So to have him as a scarecrow, not having a brain, kind of fits, But yes, Fozzie as the 100%. And again, which I thought was pretty funny, is when Pepe is sitting on his tail while Fozzie's running around scared, as you see Pepe floating around on the tail as it's like chasing him. It's such a stupid gag, but if it works, and it was just very funny. Like, yeah.
And this is another one of those in pop culture jokes that people were like, that's why I think it got not a lot of bad reviews, but a few of them, like from the big names. I don't know if it was Siskel and Ebert. We're talking about like, there's so many like in jokes, like now jokes. One was when Cowardly Lion when he was like, hey, take everything I have. And he throws his Velcro wallet.
No, did he say I have a Velcro wallet or something like that?
And they threw it.
Yeah. And his ask is he wants to become a famous comedian. That was his That's what he's looking for.
Stage fright. So in the other one, the Coward of the Lion. Same kind of thing. He's the coward on stage.
Is there a lot of stages in the woods and the where he is, because he's literally in the middle of the woods?
And when they laugh at him anyway, like seriously, like he's
of course
a lion. I guess it's the same thing as the other one.
That's You
think about that performance, like all of those people in the original Wizard of Oz, Coward of the Lion.
No, 100%.
The best, right? How would you rank him? That Scarecrow, then Tin Man?
Well, I mean, the Scarecrow definitely. You talking about the regular Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
No, he was the cool. I think the Scarecrow was the coolest one.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought he was. Yeah, I mean, but the lion, I would say it was the funniest one.
The singing.
Oh, it was funny. The crying. Well, no. How about the bow in his hair?
Ooh.
He had a pink bow in his hair.
Yeah.
I mean, like So, but Fozzie Bear does say a line here or something. Again, it's like something where it's like, well, first of all, no, I think Pepe says something like, "I'm so sexy it hurts."
Yeah.
So he says that line, and then Fozzie says, "It's more than one person can bear." I mean, again, such a subtle little like joke in there, but like it's funny. It's just
Yeah. And you talk about like how like they could get Rowlf in this movie, like they could have, right? Because think about how they kind of shoehorned in Stadler and Waldorf. Great scene, but
I expected more though. I expected more insults. Like they had one zinger at the end. They had a little zingers first of all, they should have roasted every single person that went across like a few times. Like that would have been funnier. Like they did a couple in the beginning, and then it was
they roasted Ashanti pretty good. I'm trying to think they were making fun of her voice or singing voice or something.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, the only one I wrote down was at the end. He says something like 2 reasons why I don't like the 2 reasons why I don't like Lions jokes. And he goes, "What are they? My ears."
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. They're so good. Like those characters are just, and like when Katie Irish told me, like when she went on 69th Street, which I never knew that there was like a Muppet studio there, that when you walked in, that's Stadler and Waldorf were like right there in the waiting room. And it's like, wow.
Do they do, I would love it. Do they do tours up there?
I don't know if it's still there. I honestly haven't looked it up, but that's what I was cool. I was so shocked. I'm like, oh my God. It's not like I went to see a ton as a kid. Oh. But I would have loved to done I would totally do a tour. I mean, that's just, and how funny is it? The fact that they basically did Trading Places, or Sadler and Waldorf, and they're the same 2 guys in Trading Places. I know, right? That is true.
So yeah. But when if you just watch the old Muppet Show, that was probably almost the best part of the entire show, is when they're heckling the guest. That's like, there's one on YouTube when they're like heckling Milton Berle.
Oh,
it's amazing. It's amazing how they go back and they just rip him apart like left and right. It's so funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So everybody gets across eventually. Fozzie gets real stage fright. He stops, and then you get the first time that Gonzo's showing his heart because he cares. Yep. He goes to get him, brings him back. And again, I do love that they did something different. Like the Poppy Fields nightclub was kind of funny to me. It was like this rando club in the middle of nowhere, and it was like, this is normal.
Well, they had to get the band in there. So how else are you gonna get the band? Yeah. So how else are you gonna get the band in the movie? Right? There's no scenes to get the band in the movie, so they had no choice. But clearly, this nightclub is filled with drugs, alcohol. I mean, again, you take the 2 band members, the girl and Zoot, the blue guy. Yeah. Like they're literally like stoned all the time, and I mean, I like it's a psychedelic atmosphere in that bar, in the club. Like it's so bizarre, like that they have these druggied like puppets in all their movies, which to me they're like the best. Like that song in the first movie is the best song in the whole movie.
Oh yeah, dude.
When they're singing, at the church, it's the best.
Yeah. Now that is, now they're awesome. I never.
Can you
watched
imagine
the show.
that?
Did you watch the? Yeah. Did you watch the show on Disney Plus? The series? I should try it.
You know what? I did. I think I watched like 1 or 2 episodes. It's not the same. Because I went back to, because Disney has like all the old episodes, and I started watching like the original ones. You can't. It's like anything else. Like again, I'm going to go to Happy Gilmore and everything else. What was funny years ago, if you try to get that magic, you can't. And it just, I don't know if it's because it's different writers or whatnot, but the show was like, Like it wasn't as funny. Like the original was so good. Like so good.
Yeah. Our pal Bruce Lanoil worked on that, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
So now we get, now they start like passing out from the poppy drinks or whatever the weird, because Dorothy with a great fall. Ashanti had like a really good, like, she falls back real far. And then, so down who leaves? It's Kermit and Gonzo, right? Kermit and Gonzo go outside after everybody passed out.
I don't know why I wrote this. I had Pepe toilet paper and then Pepe falls asleep. So what?
Oh yeah, he like runs out of the bathroom.
Oh, that's right.
I think he's maybe the second to last one to fall asleep.
But he was taking a dump.
Yeah.
Was that?
Yeah.
All right.
But now they go outside, so it's like Gonzo and Kermit are like, oh, what are we gonna do? And I'm like, dude, they're leaving their friends in this thing, and then that's there's a song that they could sing.
Well, they drag Fozzie out. They carry because Fozzie, Fozzie was like, I think, on and off. Like he kept falling asleep, right? But this scene, when they call the rats and they put on the gas masks, I was like, oh my gosh. Like how amazing is that? Like, I mean, it was just like, it was ridiculous.
Gonzo shocks her back to life. Ashanti she looks like the bride of Frankenstein for a few minutes.
Do you remember what Pepe says to when Ashanti was out there? He goes, "I'll give her mouth to mouth."
He's great.
The whole movie, man. He's just like like nonstop, like
zingers. He's like Al Cervic in Caddyshack. Every line is funny. There's no line that's not funny.
And the thing is, like, again, okay, so you have the round table. You come up with such an odd creature to be Pepe. So now you're like, all right, fine. We got Pepe. We're going to do a prawn or whatever it is, prawn. What kind of personality you want to give him? Should we give him no, let's give him a horny personality that he thinks he's a chick magnet. And, that's the personality we're going to give this thing. Like, it's just so weird how they came up with his character, but it fits. Like, it's so funny. Like,
Dude, he has like a hot girlfriend in Muppets Haunted Mansion from a few years. Yeah.
Hold on a second. So I wrote it down. So Pepe goes, the mouth to mouth. He goes, I get the Dorothy. You get the lion. That's what he said. That's what he said.
Amazing. Holy shit, dude. Oh my God. So they
That is
remember
amazing.
the song. Toto remembers the song. They come to help. Now they're in the Emerald City. One scene I do wish, because it is my favorite scene in the original Wizard of Oz, was some sort of like the makeup of the brush here, brush there, and a little la 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 to see those people do that. But Sam Neill being the
oh my gosh, perfect spot for him. Like, because you watch this movie, where else would he be outside of maybe being the wizard? Like what else could he done? And that, to me, like his little short cameos in every movie, or I think who else could have been the doorman is Sweetums. I think he could have answered.
Who else could have known Jeffrey Tambor, because him and Sam Neill kind of look alike.
That is true. That is true.
But yeah, Sweetums would have been good. Again, him. Great scene in the movie.
Just
throw him in.
Well, that's it. Honestly, that's what they did, because he did not fit in with the rest of them.
I know,
but he happened. But they're like, you know what? Let's just take whoever we have and whoever we put in the movie. That's why, like, even Rowlf could have been a bad guy. Throw him in there. So yeah,
anything.
I mean that's funny.
Do you remember another line?
But I'm glad we do get.
No, you're good.
Let me see. Oh no, I'm looking at see if I had a line from it.
No, I was saying the one line was what
up.
happens in Emerald City. Stays in Emerald City. It's like everything he says is funny.
And then he said something. Who did he say it to? He goes, "Hold on a minute, Big Bird." He said it to who did he say that?
To Sam the Eagle.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
He literally, like, I said, he's my new favorite Muppet. Like, I don't think I've really seen.
Even after that, he whispers in the ear when they say Dorothy's not on the list, is when he's like, and then the house.
Oh
you
yeah,
hear that, and then it's like, oh man, sorry, you can do, like right away you can do it. And I love Perfect Roll. Scooter's an assistant.
Oh
to
my
Kermit.
gosh.
Scooter's like, you walk in and it's like, hey, how you doing? And he has the headset on.
Well, you know what's funny? I never realized that he or unless I just forgot that he doesn't have eyes. Like I thought he had slits or something. I thought he had small like eyes, but he has nothing there. It's just glasses.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they didn't have Beaker and Bunsen Honeydew, I would have been annoyed. Like you have to have Beaker at some
you
point.
had to have them.
And this is the first time I've seen Beaker without hair when they fried it.
It's like a worm. He looks like a melting worm.
Okay, so what is Beaker? Like, is he a human?
I don't know.
Like, see, like that's another thing. Like, what is because he doesn't talk, he just mumbles all the time, you know. So and he clearly he's invincible because he can't die because he dies. You know. So I mean, like, what is Beaker? That's okay.
I don't know what any of them are. Right? What's Bunsen Honeydew? Like,
well, he's a human. He's a human.
Is he?
He looks like a human. He's got a round head, round-headed glasses.
Maybe he just has. Thank you. And maybe it's like. I wish they would talk about that. Or like a Beaker origin story. Like, where does his whole thing? Where did he lose his voice? Is there something wrong?
That's what I'm saying. I could see a whole backstory in Beaker. I would love it. He's one of my favorites. Also, he doesn't even have to say anything. Just the way they give him the expressions that he does because he's nervous all the time.
Yeah,
you know, and again, who's hiring Bunsen Honeydew when none of his things ever work? Like they work once and then they clearly are extremely dangerous. Every invention he has is very dangerous.
Yeah, always, and he's always getting hurt.
always. So what do you also think that Beaker would quit after a certain point? Like,
I know.
Like I can't take it anymore. Like, you know, I'm getting hurt. You're sitting here behind the machine let's switch spots one time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you go first. How's it feel? And then his voice go, maybe me. That's all it is, just back and forth.
Or I would love like one of the machines to like, give Beaker a voice, and he has this like like a Barry White kind of voice. Like,
yeah. Hey, Miss Piggy.
Henson, are you listening?
Henson. He turns it up. Yeah. 11. I do love when they start trashing her waitress outfit. They're all like making fun of her. And even Piggy. So that's like the Wicked Witch of the North, right? At this point.
No, she's not there yet.
She's not with them when they're trashing him?
No, because they're not even. She's not even there yet. They're waiting to see the wizard.
I know, but they meet a Piggy at the castle.
Are you sure about that?
At Oz, yeah.
Well, it's not the bad Piggy. They don't meet. I don't think so.
No, they don't meet her because remember, there's only 3 left.
Who are they meeting? I don't remember.
They're meeting it's like the Wicked Witch of the North because she's the one who goes. You have to go see my sister, Glinda, the Wicked Witch of the.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't even know. All right, yeah, maybe. All right, so is she the one that says you have to get in the machine?
Yes, yeah.
How come no one else had to go in the machine?
Their outfits are fine, but the one Pepe line, when they're all trashing her outfit, he goes, check. He goes, check, please. It's like, wow, her own prawn, selling her short. But I do again a very in joke and very for this time right now. We're recording the podcast.
So weird.
July 31st, 2025. Kelly Osbourne. That's
so
how big,
weird.
That show hit in like 2003, 4, and then
absolutely.
Boom.
Well, that was a young Kelly Osbourne, but it was just like again of all the people, and again, kids watching this are probably not going to know who Kelly Osbourne is. Like I think they could have done. I think they missed the mark on those just for kids, and you know, they could have had other people, but you remember the line they said that you've been reborn.
Yeah,
and then Bunsen Honeydew says. You mean Osborne?
Yeah. Oh my god! And then Ashanti goes in finally, and she comes out in that green outfit. Looks great. Always like Ashanti. She had a couple of good songs in the mid 2000s, like right after this. And then I feel like she married like Ja Rule or something. But
well, she made a few songs with him.
Yeah. Well, be my mama, baby. Yep, that one. So now Fozzie is the first one to get. This is another thing that was a different thing, right? The Wizards.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think. No, I think maybe in the Wiz they might have gone
multiple ones. Okay.
No, they got one at a time. I think.
But this one they were like they didn't go one at a time. They all went at the same
No,
time.
they didn't.
Different doors, didn't they?
No, they did one at a time. He says, "All right, Lion, you're first." And so
because one
he
was
goes, "Why am I first?"
dragon.
He was on. No. Well, no. So the wizard was putting all these different things out there because don't forget they all had to wear. So don't forget they all had to wear glasses to go in there.
Oh my
Remember?
God, those cheesy green glasses. Yes,
Right. And
emerald
why?
glasses.
Because he was putting projections out there. That's why when they went out there later on, they just saw the screen and the backlight. So it was like 3D glasses they were wearing.
Yeah.
So that's
true,
why. So he goes out there. I mean, the fact that they picked the scaredy lion to go out there, but all the projections that they kept doing was so weird and so cheesy looking. Like, I mean, like so cheesy looking.
Yeah. No. Insane. Some of the stuff.
Like, would you have preferred to see like an actual puppet, like dragon, like all these kind of things, instead of seeing like the cheesy, like cartoony, which didn't even like, it just looked so bad. Like the CGI.
What do you mean when I can't play, for some reason, not let me share the clip, but how about when you see Ashanti's character and she's like a 3D version of herself? She looks like a bad Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
And then she starts going to a chicken and there's cleavage out. And you see a chicken woman with boobs and then cut back. Then it's a full chicken.
It's so weird. It was just weird. It was so weird.
Insanity.
Yeah.
Very insane.
How did the wizard know like that Gonzo likes chickens?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's like everybody knows that they're like, there's this really weird robot who lives in the woods.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Loves chickens.
Was Pepe the last one? Right, Pepe comes out. Doesn't he come? Because he misses the spot and he makes him. Or so who's the one that missed the trap door and he had to jump down?
Oh,
was it Pepe? I think he was the last one or something.
It must have been Pepe. We saw all the other ones. Yeah, because I remember all the other ones. Yeah.
Okay. It's so stupid. Okay.
At this point, I wrote, "Who is the wizard?" And I wrote Animal or Rowlf or Sweetums.
I was trying to think of also, and I was thinking Rowlf because he wasn't in the movie yet.
Yeah.
Did we see Scooter yet?
We saw Scooter because he was the first assistant for the wizard. Like when they walked in.
Oh, you're right. You know what? I got to be honest with you. He's like my least favorite character.
Scooter?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Scooter.
He's not great. He's just a good straight. He is.
Let's
go. He moves the show. You know,
he does. But yeah.
He's the character that moves the scenes. Like he's basically like they're like, we don't know how to end this joke Lino-Rama we're doing. It's like, okay, guys, gather in front, and then they do their jokes in front, and then they move to another spot. But yeah.
You know what? You're right though. Like if it was going to be a Muppet, what Muppet could have been a good wizard? It can't be Animal because he can't talk. So I don't know. I think Sweetums.
There's really nobody left, right? Other than Rowlf, who are they really missing?
I think, you know what? Honestly, I think it would have been funny if it was Beaker.
Oh yeah, like we see the bunny, we see the guy with the bombs. He's in the.
You know what? The bunny had a small.
He popped in.
He was pretty funny too.
He was kind of evil with another really evil looking bunny.
So what movie was the bunny in? Oh, he's
in Christmas Carol.
No, he's from the Disney World movie.
He's in that. Yep.
No, but that's where he started from, right? Was it from that show?
Was that before Christmas?
It had to be. It had to be because that whole show is based on him. The one in Disney.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I knew I recognized him from somewhere. All right.
Yeah, they just shut that down. Yeah. To move Monsters.
I know.
Inc.
Well, you know why? Because the Aerosmith roller coaster is now going to be the Muppets.
I know, but it's gonna be Electric Mayhem. It's not gonna be as cool as the Muppet Show.
I don't know about that. I mean, you're gonna see I'm sure you're gonna see all the Muppets somehow.
No, I know,
think
but the theater was just cool. The theater.
Oh,
was
it
awesome.
was. I agreed. I mean,
I'm happy I was able to go to it.
What are they putting there?
Monsters Inc. But like Rizzo's Pizza, it's not even just that. The whole area was cool.
I know. But I mean, the show was great. I mean, it was a great show. To see the Waldorf and sitting in there, bolted up. You see Sweetums come out. The real Sweetums came out. I think they're crazy changing that, but whatever.
Yeah, nuts.
All right.
So now the wizard. This is when he's like wanting to grant the wish, right? This is when he finally said something to Ashanti.
He says you need to get the eye. This is where he says you need to get the eye.
You needed the eye, but then he changes her outfit. So she's like dressed like in almost like a sexy-ish like Grinch outfit.
Yeah.
It's really...
Well, it's Emerald City.
I guess you got to use the green, right?
You got to use green. So, yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. So the magic. So he has to go to the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yes.
Get the eye for the magic in order to be famous.
And now this is where we see a clip. Now we see the witch, right? From here, like before they get there, we see it, right, for the first time.
Oh,
and I mean, first of all, again, to see Sweetums, see I always love the bad guy. Even like in the new Muppet movie when you had that biker pig, like the original, like the one with what's his name?
The Muppets.
The Muppets, yeah.
The Muppets were good, and then the bad guys that were with that guy who was like a seriously amazing actor from American Beauty. Remember, he's the bad guy. He's the oil baron.
Yeah.
And even the bear, the big bear.
Yeah. Oh, he's in here too, right? Is he one of the? Yeah. No, it's, they picked perfect, but the Muppets was classic. I mean, so funny. So, but yeah, I mean, but yeah, I'm surprised how like Piggy with one eye, like it was just a weird choice.
And weird the whole like enchant. What is it on my head? An enchanted biker cap, and then it's like, oh, they have to listen to. If you wear that hat, the gang listens to you. Like that's what it is.
Well, and how funny is the Italian Muppet? I mean, really, they could do any kind of Muppet, any kind of accent, and it works they really are so creative. I thought the Italian guy was very funny.
Yeah. There were so many jokes. The third act for me definitely did drag because it was like, okay, they were at the point that they are sort of done with the story almost. And I'm like, there's 20 minutes left. Like, what are they going to do for 15, 20 minutes?
Well, you had to do a Piggy song, which was terrible.
Oh
that like to me really was like, that's when I actually sat there and I'm like, you know what? I think I like Miss Piggy the least out of everybody now. Like, forget Scooter. Like, because it was just annoying. Like, it was a bad song to begin with, and it just didn't fit. It just didn't fit, right? So
how about when they get her? The biker gang goes, we have to get her, and they surround her. And when Piggy gets there, she has like bat wings, and then when she gets off, they're not there anymore. But the fact that, again, I know this is like a dream, but it's not.
It's not.
To have the balls to talk to somebody, even like Dorothy in the original, like, dude, you have a talking tree. Let's not talk shit to it. In this, the first thing Dorothy does is talk shit to like a flying monkey biker gang and like all these creatures. It's like, what?
They're flying on a motorcycle.
Oh,
like,
my God,
I mean, like, you know, that she not like, and the fact that they are a gang, like that, like, I think it was pretty funny too. Like, you know.
Oh, dude, the end of this is like traumatizing if you're a young Muppet fan. Dude, like you said, the song was real weird anyway. Our leather-bound Piggy.
How about the torture?
That's what I mean. But at the very end of the song, it got low, and then you cut to them attacking, ripped off Gonzo's head, taking out Kermit's straw, kidnapped Dorothy and Toto.
But see, they did that in The Wiz. I think there was like a blade that cut the Scarecrow in half. Like it was like a spinning blade.
Oh, really?
I think they rusted the Tin Man or something like that, or stretching him. They were stretching the lion. He had like all his paws. I think they were. In The Wiz, they were holding him by his tail and lifting him up like this. Like so, like there was a lot of torture. Because I don't remember like any kind of torture in The Wizard of Oz. Right? I don't think there was.
No, it was nothing.
They were just like kidnapped. But yeah, this was like torture. I mean, you saw Kermit in pieces.
Yeah.
Like
it was pretty wild. But another thing that was really funny too, thinking about reality shows, because obviously we had Survivor, which was like 2001, 2002-ish. But like this was like really early on that it was like the Kardashian type of reality shows when she's like, hi, I'm the Wicked Witch of the West, and it's a freaking reality show, and the way she's talking to the camera, I'm like, that's pretty funny. Like, it's crazy that that never faded. It's still here.
No, absolutely. Oh my gosh.
And Fozzie, dude, he's killing it, right? This is where his real thing comes out. He is actually funny.
Big time.
Yeah, and I love the delay in the laugh.
Well, do you remember how the fact that the way he escaped, played a trick on those guys.
Yeah.
I need keys.
And they're waiting.
Yeah.
And just
and they're all surprised when he disappears. Like he's like, that's why like in the Muppets they always show like the bad guys as, I mean, in a lot of movies the bad guys are always dumb, but they make the bad guys always so over the top dumb that it's it's funny.
I always think of it like things in movies. I'm sure there has to be some origin to the story. One thing I don't think could ever be an origin. Do you think there's a bad guy that ever did have the spinning blade going down into somebody? Like, you better get here in 10 minutes or this blade's going to touch them. I have it timed perfectly. And it's slowly lower.
Always slower. Like what? Isn't there a switch that goes right down? Like just to pull it goes right down. Like why do they have to do it? Yeah, no, every time. I don't think. See, that'd be a good movie. I'm surprised. Did anyone die by blade and Saw?
Anybody die by blade? Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it must have.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm sure.
There's another crazy line in here.
What?
I don't know who says it. My guess is probably Pepe because it would be something he would say.
Yep.
But he goes, someone like fight someone is going to get witch slapped.
Yes, that was Pepe. No, Rizzo. No, that's a Rizzo line.
Oh, Rizzo. Okay,
when they
Rizzo.
show up, he says someone is going to get
someone's going to witch slapped.
I'm like, wow, that's
amazing.
Wild.
Yeah. Now, there's also, and again, I don't know who said this, and I don't know. As I'm reading this, I'm like, there's no way this was in the movie. And I wrote it down, so I'm assuming it was in the movie. But I have somewhere it says, monster spank me and call me names.
What?
This is
right
after...
No. Yeah. So this is, I know where you're at. So this was, so after Rizzo says someone gets witch slapped, we cut to Tarantino pitching this movie scene to Kermit in a boardroom. And then he goes, and then there were swords, and then there's and there's all this crazy stuff going on. And then he said Scooter's turning into a busty anime vampire and exploding into crimson blood. And then Tarantino, and then he's like, Kermit's like, I don't know. And he goes, how about we take away the karate, we take away the swords, take away the blood, and how about just like Dorothy kicks Piggy in the face? Kermit's like, now that is something we can afford.
It's such a bizarre thing to happen in this movie. The
whole story behind it is he pitched the cameo. He heard about it and he's like, I want to do this scene. It's part of the DVD.
It doesn't fit to me. It doesn't even fit. Like it's just it's just a random. It's very silly, and it's like I don't know. It was almost like it added extra to the 20 minutes that were left. Like you didn't need that scene. It wasn't as funny as I think. Yeah, it really wasn't that funny. It was like it was just weird. It was just weird. It was just a weird spot.
How about the next scene? We kind of skipped it over because it's not that big of a deal at the time. But when they're like, "Did you fill my bath with bottled water for the Wicked Witch of the West?" And then she gets kicked into the bath, and is this bottled water? And he's like, we ran out of it, so I used hose water, and she starts melting. What?
So hose water will do it, but bottled water is okay.
Yeah. So I do love the guy overacting for the video of her dying. Or number 2 guy. He's like,
the Italian guy.
Yeah.
That's
the green guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So very amazing, funny.
Dude. So who said that? Spank me and call me names.
Oh, I can't Tarantino. Because during that pitch, he does say really weird stuff.
Okay.
He says busty anime vampire.
Okay.
In a Muppet movie.
Yeah, I can't read my own handwriting. I have monster, spank me, and call me names. Maybe it was him.
It must have been that part. So now we get Dorothy has the eye. She has the enchanted hat. She leads the gang. They go past Scooter because Scooter's like, he's not available right now. And Bunsen and Beaker are trying to cover up the wizard. And then it's Jeffrey Tambor. What's weird about it is he looks like he got transported from today. Yeah. And he's in something that looks like something from today. Yeah. The computer room he's in, which is the weirdest thing. And I do love that he has his own symbols. And he does a ta-da.
He's such a bizarre guy, in general. So I get him for that role. I just think again, it was just out of place. I don't know. I feel like that. Yeah, but I mean, I was in complete shock when it was him. It's almost like they really they hype up who this person, who the Muppet's going to be or whatever, and you see him. It's such a random, I honestly, Tarantino should have been that part. If he wanted to be in this movie, that would have been better. Yeah. I think that would have been so.
He'd have been very frightening for that much of the movie for him so much.
Yeah.
But so Jeffrey Tambor, he was the tour bus driver for the Muppets, and he said that everybody thinks he's a wizard because he can do the ripping off the thumb bit.
Who was it? Someone was like, "Whoa!"
All of them were like, wow. All of them bought in. They're like, "Oh shit!" And they're like, "Oh, so you told people you're a wizard?" No, I never told them I wasn't a wizard. So he just kept going on with it. And he's like, all right, fine. Dorothy, I'm going to give you your thing. And this scene was cool too, because why did they have Rowlf in this scene? we saw the penguins, we saw like the sheep, we saw all these other characters.
Every single character we see in every show or movie, they came. Yeah. Okay.
But the late night show was pretty funny, and he's like, "It's got the best ratings. It's the only show that I let them watch." And she starts singing, and she stops. She doesn't like it.
Well, she realizes, fame is not everything.
Yeah.
By the way, I just looked it up. So the line of "spank me," you can have everybody spank me and call me names, is spoken by Angel Marie in the Muppets. So the line appears when Dorothy takes the Wicked Witch's enchanted biker cap that gives her control over the flying monkeys who previously served the witch. Realize that they must now obey Dorothy's commands. Angel Marie suggests this command to Dorothy, who declines.
Was
Who's
that
Angel
the
Marie?
Italian guy? Angel? Is that the Italian
that's probably what it is.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh
Dude.
yeah. Okay. Oh my
How
gosh,
about
he's right.
Tambor was so mean too, because I just thought about this. He does
the way he
he's
tricks them all.
Well, he does trick all of them. I'm saying, like, with Fozzie, like, he doesn't even let him get like half a joke out. He kicks him off. And I do love he said, "Ladies and gentlemen," and the unisex penguins, and the penguins are like,
again, a joke. What if the kids are, "Dad, what's a unisex?" Like it's just like bizarre things to throw in this movie.
Yeah.
In this movie, you have unisex penguins, nipples, and what was the other line you said? It was something else that was like, Girls Gone Wild. I mean, like,
Girls Gone Wild, mouth to mouth. Like, I'll give her mouth to mouth.
Well,
yeah, there's a lot.
Unbelievable. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when she stops singing and she doesn't want to do it, he goes, "I'm not a wizard." He like finally ponies up. And I love that he goes, "I'm from Hollywood, the land where people are honest and always keep their word." I'm like, wow.
You know what would have been funny? If he looked right at the camera.
That would have been
that.
good. Breaking
like,
that,
yeah. Just right as soon as he said that would have been a Mel Brooks moment. That kind of thing, Okay.
Oh my God. But yeah, this is the part I wrote, like, we're at an hour and 24 minutes and we have 16 minutes left. Like, what can happen after she gives up singing? Like, I don't want to do this. Like, you really want to grant my wish? Send me home. So now she has to find the other witch, the good witch. And
No,
it's like,
but you didn't go over all the stuff that Tambora did for all the. Kermit had bran raisin or cereal.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I mean, like cereal put in his head for bran.
He takes his head off. He takes his head off and turns it upside down, fills it up, and he goes, "You got bran brains."
Wait, and that was another question I had up until this moment. I'm like, where is the Swedish chef? And he came out for 2 seconds.
Yeah,
but that's when he came out because he brought the bran. He go, brains.
He could have been, obviously you couldn't have done words with him as the wizard, but you could have maybe had somebody with him. He would have been really funny too.
Wait a second. How about Waldorf and Sandler
as the wizards?
They should have been the wizards.
That would have been pretty good.
A lot. So so he gets that, and then how about Gonzo with the chicken? He says something like, "Look who filled out."
Yeah. So he goes, "Here's a heart," and it's really just like a be mine,
a sticker.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Sticks it on in his thing, and then he goes, "And I have someone else here for you." And he said, "Oh, look who's filled out," and he goes, "In a good way." Yeah.
That was the only one that was actually accurate because everybody else had like crap. Like at least he got together with Camilla or whatever.
Lady.
But yeah, look who filled out in a good way.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Okay. So Dorothy. Yeah. So after all that, this is when she's like, "I don't want to sing." So she starts singing after the brain, after the other stuff. So, you want to grant my wish? You have to go back to Munchieland and find the Wicked Witch of the South. So now they're heading back, and she has the gang. So she's wearing the hat, so the gang has to come with her. Did you notice it was only like very quick? They showed in the Munchkin Land there was like a coffee shop, and one of the things, I should have paused it, but I just like wrote down the one that I saw for sale. There was rot chocolate. I guess rats because they.
Oh my gosh.
Rot chocolate.
But that's such a subtle thing because I didn't even notice. Like
there, yeah.
I don't even think I noticed. Yeah, okay, that's funny.
Oh my God, dude. And then now Dorothy, she's like, "Oh man, I could have clicked my heels right away." And she's like, "Yeah, but then you wouldn't have learned that presence is you wouldn't have learned your own lesson." And who does she leave in charge? Sweden should have got the job, but at least it was like the flying monkey, right?
Yeah, I know, but that was kind of weird. Like I totally thought,
For
Oh, the
somebody
Italian
that we
guy got
don't
mad
have
too.
anything- Oh, he was really
Didn't
pissed.
He was
thought
real
it was
mad.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should
He
have
was
been him.
flirting with her. He said, "Spank my butt," right? So, like, come on. You think he was like, "I'm going to get this job"? Nope, not at all.
No,
But
she gave it to the real monkey though.
She did. That was very kind of her. She leaves her pet prawn in this
Well, no,
world.
he
that's
left her. He
scary.
left her. No,
He
no,
did.
he left her. He didn't
Oh,
want to
yeah,
go back. Why would he?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, let's see. He has legs and he could talk here. Otherwise, he's sitting in a fishbowl.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did
you know,
the great part was, what does he make her say? Like, I forgot what part. I don't know if it's right here or earlier. He says, "Tell me how much you care about me." And she like starts saying something. He goes, "But baby, there's a lot of women out there." And it's like, what?
He's so weird.
Jerk,
He
dude.
is, but he's so funny.
But she didn't ignore him when he tried to like be dramatic and flirt. She would just turn her head. Like she was
No, of
even
course.
over him too.
Oh, but this is where also when Piggy shows up, Kermit like falls in love.
Oh
With
yeah,
her,
the first
right,
time he
doesn't he?
sees the Good Witch. Yep.
Yeah.
They do like the little eyes flutter at each other. Yeah. But dude, this scene again, I'm thinking it's gonna be, oh, she's gonna wake up in her bed. Maybe Kermit will be there.
100%.
Like something. But no, we
100%.
get her landing in a road. Two like older, like they look like power company or something, looking at her, and just like nothing of it. She appeared out of thin air.
They didn't say it. They just kept going about the business. They didn't say
they didn't
anything.
care.
Yeah.
They're almost doing the like, whoa, what do we see? She goes in there and we kind of talked about this scene already. Well, one of my favorite parts was when Kermit gets up, when Queen Latifah's like, oh yeah, he's been waiting for you for 2 days. That's how long I know you've been gone. When dude, the guy who's the extra that sits with him kind of looks like the guy who was the bad guy on Power Rangers, the TV series. But anyway, the funny joke was when Kermit gets up, as soon as he turns his head away from his plate, the fat guy takes the plate.
Does he
sit on his plate?
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
It's like the
my
rest of a
gosh.
sandwich, and he fucking
Oh,
dumps
that's
it
so funny.
in like half a second. But
So
it just
why was Kermit there and waiting if the bus left already?
well, they turned around because she was the honestly the best audition, which was the stupidest thing. Wait
a second. She did an audition.
Somehow they counted that as an audition. Did they cut that scene from us?
Again, she's the best audition. She literally got there too late. So how is that? Yeah, okay. So unless when she was singing in Wizard of Oz land, and somehow, I don't know. Yeah, there's no.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
It
and
makes
just
no sense.
her aunt and uncle not kind of looking for her too much. Like they're caring about a diner. Kermit just hanging out, and he's like, "Hey, come on, is she here? I want to give her a job." It's like I don't know.
okay.
She flew away.
Wait a second. So they waited for her. So Kermit's waiting for her. They know that she left to go to an audition, but Kermit's there. So they know that
No,
she's
she
not
made it
at
home.
What?
She made it home. She was in the trailer park. She was in.
No, I know
trailer.
that. But clearly, okay. She left. If this really happened, which it really happened because she comes back, she left the storm door. She went to her room and then was never seen again for 2 days. The parents are not, aunt and uncle are not worried. Like, did the hurricane, the tornado take her?
That's what happened.
Like,
it did take her.
no,
she was
but
in her own double wide. She was in her own
she-
trailer that went in the sky.
But but they don't seem concerned that a
That's
tornado
what I mean.
took
It
her
was
away.
weird. She goes, "We
Yes.
thought we never
okay.
see you again,"
Well, I look real concerned.
which is nuts, right? Like,
Yeah.
wow, we saw your mangled house and you're fine.
Yeah, okay.
That's weird. Like, this
Yeah.
would be a weird thing.
Like, you would think like they would be sitting like worried there'd be cops there. There would be something like, they're all, no, they were just going about the business.
yeah.
Business must go on. Yeah.
And I think I was wrong. I feel like she was auditioning for Muppets, like Wizard of Oz. But at the end, when she gets the gig, it's like Muppets Star Hunt, because then that's when they're on the road and they're singing together. And I thought that was so crappy. Like, she's the star. This is a breakout movie for her. She starts singing. She gets like one line, and then each line she sings, they step on all over the last few words. Each of them. It's terrible. And they stand in front of her.
And she's the only human?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Nuts.
And
nuts.
again, this is a world where we have to pretend that all these talking animals and Muppets and all that stuff are like real people.
Yeah. But we did
Okay.
it. We did it.
No.
We finally
No,
did a Muppet movie.
we did.
I know, but it's like,
Oh,
we
yeah.
finally, that was like such a thing that we were like, couldn't get around. But again, there's so much in these movies. So yeah, that was fun, man. It was cool to see a movie that we haven't seen before, especially from, it's like if there was a Police Academy we never saw. It's like, oh,
I'm sure there
these.
is. Yeah.
No, Moscow. I've never seen Moscow.
Yeah.
But no, it's just a really neat thing. So Jamie, now seeing this, is this part of like, obviously if you're having a marathon, like you'll try to watch all of them, but is this one you'd pop in every so often now that you've seen it?
No.
No,
yeah,
even
no.
for Pepe, because this is like his
breakout
breakout performance.
You know, okay. So if like say my daughter wanted to watch it or my wife, I would watch it again. But you know, again, Pepe was hysterical. But I'm sure I could go to YouTube and just type in the Pepe lines. I think Ashante was okay. Like, I mean, like I don't think like she didn't bring much to the character or the movie. And again, I haven't seen. I saw Treasure Island a long time ago. I don't remember it at all, and I never saw.
That's a good
Muppets
one.
in Space.
Great cast too. Yeah,
but you know, I like the Muppet Caper. I like Manhattan. I like because to me, those movies focused on the Muppets with the side characters. Here, you're focusing on the human with the side. Like even like the newer one.
The two were good.
They were very good.
Yeah.
This I just feel like. I don't know. I would say out of all the ones I've seen so far, this is definitely on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Now, with that being said, if you've never seen it and you enjoy the Muppets, it should be a must watch. Like,
totally.
It wasn't unenjoyable. So I did enjoy it. I definitely laughed at some things that I think was funny. But it's one of those I don't need to see again. But like the Muppet movie, I could watch over and over again.
Yeah. No, I think it's something we've seen. I've seen The Wizard of Oz so many times, so I know the environment. I know a lot about it. So at least like when you see those ones like the Muppet movie, they're traveling across the country. Even like I have over there, I have the soundtrack for The Great Muppet Caper. Like that's my favorite one, the Charles Grodin one.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, it's so good. The music, to like the intro of that movie is amazing. And it's like Charles Grodin's the bad guy and we see him robbing.
Well, I think, you know what? I think the difference also is with those movies is because for all the cameos. I mean, you have, was it Dom DeLuise in the first one? Wasn't he like one of the bad guys or something? Or
no, he's he's good. He's an agent. He's the one who gets Kermit to go.
Okay.
He's fishing.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. So like, but you have the cameos that interact with all the Muppets as if they're regular people, where here you have one human the whole time and just goes like, it's just like there was no like banter really with her. Like there was like, like to me, that's what the cameos are all about, right? It's just a weird cameo that pop up and their interaction of talking to them. And so, I mean, that's why I the first three are to me are classic. Like, I mean, I think they're all up on the same level. I think they're all.
What is it? The first three, and then I'm trying to think what the fourth is. Christmas Carol. There was that much of a gap.
I don't even think I saw that one either. I don't think I saw that one either.
What?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh,
I might have. It might have been a long time ago.
Now watch that every Christmas. It's the best.
Yeah, maybe I have to. I don't remember unless I don't remember.
Michael Caine as Scrooge and like interacting and being serious with Muppets.
I'll have to watch it.
I'm
sure I did. I'm sure I did. But I would say probably that one or Treasure Island. Like those two are probably around the same time. I think Muppets in Space came out afterwards.
I just wonder why there was such a gap, because you got to think Muppet movie probably did really well. The other two I could see do really well. And there was like, maybe they got so busy with working on other films and providing services.
I was going to say, was the show still on the air too?
Maybe like the other one was on. What was it called? Muppets at Night. Remember they had the second iteration?
Yeah, no, so that was late. That was later on though, I think.
Oh, that was 90s. There was one in the 80s too.
Yeah, I remember.
But yeah, so wow. So we did our first Muppet movie, and then we're staying in the same realm with the NeverEnding Story 3, which is a movie that you can't really even get in the States. We have to watch it on YouTube. And I'm telling you, there's probably not a lot. There's a minute or a minute and a half of dialogue you can't hear just randomly in the movie. But it does have somebody that we just covered was that this year? It's probably last year already. In Free Willy 2, Jason James Richter. You had a really young Jack Black. Some other great character actors as well. And we chatted with one of the stars of the movie, Melody Kay. She plays Nicole in this movie. And she was great because she's in two movies that I didn't see this as a kid. Obviously, it wasn't really distributed here. So we only discover it like searching for these sequels. And then when I watched it, I'm like, man, this is a lot of fun. There's cool behind the scenes stories to it. And she's in Camp Nowhere. Love that movie as a kid. It was a movie I showed my daughter like a couple years ago. So it was really cool to talk to her. She's one of the main characters in that movie too. So much fun. She's getting back into acting. She has a movie that's coming out. I think it's out right now called Round the Decay. So that'll be a lot of fun talking with her about being a kid actor and what goes on with that. Some Christopher Lloyd stories. So so don't forget to review, rate, share our podcast. Follow us on all social media at Sequels Only, and don't forget to check out our website, sequelsonly.com. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, guys.